My name is Ashamad. I'm 26 years old. Definitely, I've always been the type of person to stand out from my name to how I dress, just like breaking those traditional molds. I'm a content creator. Across all my platforms, I have a little over 1 million followers currently. But at a certain point, I was like, how do I add an extra level of depth to this? My product has only been around from 2 years. The day that I dropped it, I made over 100 sales in under an hour, just all off the power of social media. Growing up, I had a best friend named Joe. We were posting videos in 2012 before there was any monetary gain or followers. We would talk about these things and everything I'm doing now and all these opportunities I'm getting. We would talk about them and bro, we could be actors, we could be musicians, we could be anything we want to be. And it was just we have all the time in the world until he didn't. And so unfortunately, he's not here to share it with me, but it's all in light of his guidance. Not only is this for me, but this is for you, bro. And we're gonna go crazy today. I promise.
This is Ashamad.
Shout out to Ashamad. We are back with another. Typically, I would say these are Shark Tank breakdown or reaction videos, but these are buy it now, the Amazon version of Shark Tank. I got to figure out how I'm gonna kind of put the two competitive shows or competing shows up against each other. But for those of you who don't know, I am Dave, a 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as patents. And again, for those of you who don't know, I kind of do these Shark Tank reaction videos. It seems like Amazon Prime or Prime Video just released its version of kind of that show, and it's called Buy It Now. Now I'll kind of give you guys the format. I'll kind of skip through the show. They have JB Smooth. Shout out to JB Smooth kind of as the host of the show. And I kind of typically like to fast forward through his parts, but you have a pitch. So Ashamad, he's going to pitch to the audience his product. It's typically a 90-second pitch. And then it's 100 audience members. They're going to be able to hit the light green if they will buy his product, or they're going to hit the light red if they don't want to buy his product. He needs 10 out of the 100 green lights to go to the panel, which again, typically you get at least 10 out of 100 people willing to buy the product. And then again, you go to the panel, and 2 out of the 3 panel members have to give you the thumbs up to go on Amazon Prime or Amazon's Buy It Now. Assuming it seems like it's an exclusive store for people to buy your product on Amazon. So again, 2 out of the 3 panelists need to kind of give you the thumbs up for you to go to that Buy It Now store. And then I guess you kind of qualify to get $20,000 to the extent that you do get 2 of the 3 panel members. Now, at least one of the panel members seems to be consistent, and that's the owner. I think Jamie, who founded Ring, which ironically was on Shark Tank and got a deal. I'm not sure if he got a deal with one of the sharks, or maybe he turned it down. Obviously, Amazon bought Ring for $1 million, so that's kind of that synergy. Jamie was on Shark Tank. I don't think he got a deal, but Amazon bought the product eventually for $1 billion. So now he's on now Amazon's version of Shark Tank. So again, hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. Let's get back to it. And it seems like StreamYard, which I typically use for these, has kind of switched it up. So let's I'm going to scrub through this thing and go to the audience here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, this is amazing. These are your customers. I called them the 100. Like I said, you're going to pitch, man. You got give you 90 seconds to do your thing. Get 10 green lights. You go over here to meet these wonderful people over here. Qualify for the $20,000 at the end of the show.
Awesome.
Okay? I'll tell you when to go.
Gotcha.
Right? My man, your 90 seconds start now.
What's going on, Buy It Now? My product is the answer to one of the greatest threats to humankind, the stress of having a dope hat with a poorly curved bill. While I was a manager at a major retailer for hats, we would sit around and think of different methods and home remedies to come up with the best way to curve your hat. During the COVID lockdown, I had a friend with a 3D printer, and he helped me find the math behind what goes into a perfect curve. So what we did is we took the curvature from end to end, and the solution to that was the Notx Curveband. I'm gonna show you guys exactly how easy it is to get the perfect curve on your hat every single time. So let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bust out this steamer, and we're gonna steam it up for about
a lot of
30
red
seconds.
so far.
And that's just pretty much gonna add moisture to the bill and allow it to mold a lot better. Next, we're gonna take our Notx Curveband. There's a bunch of different colorways to choose from. I'm going with this Mint and Chimp one because it's my favorite at the moment right now. And you're gonna take this wing and apply it on one side of the bill, as well as curve it around to the other. Now this is where the magic really happens. So we're gonna pick that steamer back up one more time. And as you steam it, if you look ever so closely, it's changing colors right before your eyes. So this is actually a special type of plastic that's thermochromatic. And so it changes colors with heat. And the longer you leave it on, obviously the better it gives you a tighter curve, depending on your preference. So I have this one sitting here, but I got one back here that was cooking up a little bit longer. So honestly, at this point, it's a perfect curve, and it's up to you to push that button and buy it now. Woo!
So shouts out, and I do want to kind of stop it on myself. I did not get a chance to talk about this in the opening. The 3 things plus the bonus that I look for being an IP attorney when I do these reaction videos is how simple is the product, how effective is the product, what's the market like, and then are they protecting the IP, which is like the 4th and bonus one. So seems like kind of the product, which I'm not sure of the simplicity. It seems like he kind of went through that pitch, was an hour and a half or a minute and a half. And it seems like it was a lot going to it. Do I want to just throw on my fitted, wear my hat? And I'm not a big hat wearer, but to the extent that I was, do I just want to throw on a fitted, or do I want to kind of recreate the curvature? I'm not sure. I'm not sure the answer to that question, but it seems like it's a little bit more going on with regard to their product. How effective is it? Now, you saw him at the beginning talking about how he had 100 sales in less than an hour. I think a big part of that is having a social media following, which is, again, is a benefit of having a social media following, that people will buy the product from you. Now, whether or not that thing is going to have a really big market outside of your particular following, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, who kind of cares? Because if you can kind of push your following over to a product, then that may be all you need at the end of the day. The market, and again, going back to the effectiveness of the product, a lot of times that's going to be told by the sales, by the reviews. So we'll kind of keep that in mind as we're going through this thing. The market, hat market, obviously we know a ton of people wear hats. Now you guys have to let me know in the comments. Like I said, I'm not a hat wearer. However, is the curvature of your hat that big of a thing to the extent that you get a hat, you want to like kind of recreate the curvature or recurve it? I'm not sure. I've kind of never came through that situation for the hats that I do kind of wear from time to time. But again, maybe somebody who's an astute hat wearer, they maybe don't like the curvature. I know a lot of times people bend the hats to kind of give it a little more curve. So let me know that in the comments. And then the 4th and the final is the intellectual property. Is he protecting the IP? Now, the Notx Curveband, that name is protected via trademark. So shout out to Ashamat for protecting the name Notx Curveband with regards to a trademark. Now, the device, it seems like that is something that's eligible for patent protection. Now, whether or not he was able to get a patent on it, at least a design patent, that remains to be seen. In my opinion, just kind of looking at it, how it works, seems like that's something that can get a patent on it. Let's kind of, as we continue to play, listen up to see whether or not the panel member comes up when he's talking to the panel member or whatever the case may be on him getting a patent on that product. So again, those are some of my initial thoughts. Let's get back to it. To see if Ashamad, it seems like he got at least 10 green lights, which, like I said, is not typically that hard to do. But whether or not he get 2 or 3 panel members, that may be interesting. But let's see.
Ashamad, my man. Woo, man, efficient.
Appreciate you, man.
Very
Appreciate
efficient, my man.
I'm gonna skip
How
through
you feel
all your
about the
boy.
numbers, man?
Go back to normal? Like what happens?
Yeah, so basically the longer that you curve it, the tighter it holds the curve and the longer it'll hold the curve. So depending on your preference, some people like a slight curve. Me personally, I like it more tight. You can store it with them on. If you ask me, I'll say buy a bunch, get one for every hat, but that's just me.
Let's get a red. There you go, right there. I see your hand.
Does it come with the steamer?
So it comes as like a standalone product. The steamer is like encouraged. It's like a car, you could buy it, but you don't have to get the oil change.
All right.
But
What? If anybody out there is not changing the oil in their car. Okay, so we got 22. Now here's the next level of this. Everybody in this audience have a price in their head right now. Let's hope the price that they're thinking matches the price that you give.
The Curveband,
You know, and depending on that price,
10 or
your
12
numbers go
bucks.
up or your numbers go down. If they go down, you need to stay above 10. So how much is the Notx Curveband?
So the Curveband, before we get into the price, is deeper than monetary value.
Uh-oh.
It's a collector's item, much more than just a utility to curve your hat. People put them in their bedroom, like people sell them on eBay. So
Okay.
this is more than just like a product. With that being said, the price is $25 each.
Okay.
A little bit expensive. I was thinking $12.
Okay. Numbers changed a little teeny bit, not much.
Yeah, they got some more greens.
Okay. I'm going to lock you in at 24. Good job. 24.
+2, I'll take it. We could have did better, but I'll take it.
Yeah, of course. You can always do better, you know. But the good thing is you're above 10. and you're still in the game. Congrats. You go to the panel.
Appreciate it, man. Definitely.
Jamie.
I've always worn hats since I've been a kid, and I've always sort of done the
Awesome.
thing.
I
So
told
there
you
is
that.
a need there. Tell me a little bit about your sales so far.
It's a gross of a little over 300,000.
So how many units have you sold?
In the tens of thousands. I've never done any paid marketing or any ads. Everything has just been organic on my side, on my platform. So that's my big thing, is like something like Amazon and any and all of you. I'm just excited to see like what gas on the fire could do.
I'd tell you you're overselling, but you know, that's what an entrepreneur's supposed to do. So you know what? Oversell away.
Yeah.
Overselling.
I like your spirit, honey.
I appreciate you.
It's very good.
I
Okay.
appreciate you. My mama gonna love this. Sorry to count this out. Mama, you see it. You see it. My mama love you. My mama love you. I can't even lie to you. So this is crazy. We can get back to business, but I had to get that off my chest.
I love it. Hey, mama. Okay, tell your mama I said, hey, very good. You said sometimes you drop the colorways. How do you decide that? Because I'm looking at this and I just see lavender.
Right.
So what is that?
So that one that you picked up
Colorways.
there is actually the cotton candy colorway, and they're all made out of special plastics. I have metallics, glow in the dark, UV activated. Some of them change colors with heat, like the one I use on stage, and they're all closely tied with themes. And so the way I went about this product, I'm a content creator full time before I ever dropped the product. When I stepped into like business and products, I was like, it's 1% about what is the product. It's like, does it serve a utility? Yes, but like, how do I market it? How do I get people excited? How do you feel when you use my product? And so I always thought of like a kid in the grocery store. If I send a kid in the grocery store and say, go pick a box of cereal, I would bet all the money in my wallet, they come back with a cereal box as a toy in it. And so that's why I was like, okay, I have a product, it provides a service, but like, how can I get that gimmick, in a lack of better words?
Okay.
That's kind of the story behind that.
Michelle.
Who is your customer for this?
The beautiful thing about my product is that it's a collector's item as well. Like I have collectibles in my house I don't even touch. I have limited edition boxes of cereal. I'm a hoarder for that type of thing. So I think anybody who likes collecting, and that's so the market right now.
So a collector is more the target audience than
Hat
the
collectors,
everyday.
as well as a sports fan. I think that's a huge market for me, with like most hats being baseball caps.
Okay.
Pop culture, trendy type of thing.
Okay.
Okay. Shamad is trying to get in the Buy It Now store. You need two panelists to love you, to love your product. You get in the Buy It Now store, you go in the Buy It Now store tonight. The Buy It Now store is an exclusive store on Amazon that could send your sales sky high. And who doesn't want that? And qualify for the $20,000 at the end of the show.
Yo.
So, let's go straight to Amazon. Let's go
Be a
straight
tough
here.
one.
Michelle.
You know, I love your vibe. I love your style. I love your passion. I think you did a great job selling the product. I would love to see it in the store, but unfortunately, I think it's just not customer obsessed enough. We only had 24% of the audience vote for it. Unfortunately for me, I don't believe it belongs in the Buy It Now store. I'm sorry.
No worries. I appreciate your time.
Okay, just one no. We got two of our panelists left. Your mama loves some Tabitha.
Man, what?
So, let's go to Tabitha.
Don't do me like that.
I'm just saying.
Like I said before, I love your spirit and your passion. First, I was like, I would never use this. I'm not, into hats like that. But then you said, it's kind of like sneaker culture. And I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Because I know that's a big deal. And I'm a sneakerhead. My husband is as well. I think that you have built a culture around it and a community. And for that reason, I think it does belong in the Buy It Now store.
Yeah, I appreciate
One for
it.
two. He need one more, Jamie. Let's go.
He's in the game. He's in the game.
I appreciate you.
Okay. You got 1-1 right now. You need one more. Get in that Buy It Now store tonight. Whew. It all comes down to Jamie Siminoff. Whew,
I don't even know if I want to look.
Shake it off a little bit. Shake it off. Shake it off.
Tell me what he says. Tell me what he says.
Wow. I agree with a lot of what Michelle said. And looking at the audience at 24, myself, I don't think I would be a user of the product. Yeah, I wear hats, but I don't see myself buying it. But you've inspired your customers for sure. I mean, over 10,000 units sold at a real price point. Like, you didn't just give it away. And honestly, you've inspired me tonight.
I appreciate that. Hate to cut you off, but you inspired me. Like I said, I know you know about being
you
doubted.
inspired me.
I know. Well, I'm glad I could return the favor.
Hearing you, the energy, and honestly, even interrupting me. Like, I mean it. No, I mean it. You're inspiring me. That energy, like, I dream of having that again, and I wish I hope I do. And as much as I wanted to be a yes, I'm gonna be a yes. Go in the buy now store.
Hey, I appreciate you. Oh, I'm sorry. I appreciate you. I appreciate my mom loves you.
Shout out to Ashmad. Hey man, he got into the Buy It Now store and he qualifies for a $20,000 worth of cash. Now again, $300,000 in gross sales, over 10,000 units sold. And again, that's the big part of building your own community. Because kind of looking at it, it's like, okay, a hat curvature. Like I said, I think it is a product, even though it didn't come up, that can get a patent on it. Now, whether or not he got it, that remains to be seen. I'll try to reach out to him to see if I can get him on my platform, kind of go through his story. However, no, shouts out to him for getting onto the Buy It Now store. And even if he didn't get onto the Buy It Now store, he has kind of built a community and kind of to the point where they're inspired by his product, which again, anybody can do this. He came from the world of content creation. Next thing you know, came out with a product, leveraged his audience, and now he is he's grossed hundreds of thousands of dollars on this thing. And at 26, which is a big part of kind of start this thing young. Don't wait until your 30s, 40s, 50s, which you can do that as well. But when you're in high school as a teenager or in college in your early 20s, that's kind of the best time because you don't have the family, you don't have the kids, you don't have the responsibilities that hopefully at some point you're going to have if you do decide to have a family. So shout out to Ashmad for that. Let me see as I look at my notes here. Man, he's killing it. He's killing it. So shouts out to him, and let me know what you guys think about the product in the comment section. Please hit that like button again for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And I'll check you guys out next time. Take care. Peace.